Assalamu alaikum. Hi, Oracle, Reiki, spiritual healer. And in many times in our lives, a lot of the narcissists want us to live in a horrible way. They want us to do bad things in our life. They are happier when you are living filthy, when you live like they live, when they can compare their life to you and say that their life is better, when they're in competition with you, when they can say that, oh, she's a filthy, disgusting person, just like I am, or he's a filthy, disgusting person, just like I am. A lot of these people want you in those positions. And, and as I look back in my family, in my life with my family and friends, a lot of them, I could just go and, tell them anything. As long as it was something, terrible, as long as it was something derogatory, as long as I was living in, a negative way, as long as I was doing negative things, going to the casino. As long as I was doing those things, and she lost some money. They were happy. They were happy, at my failures. They were happy that, I was in these compromising situations. A lot of them were saying, oh, well, she's in a trailer. When, I was doing my haberdashery and selling food and candy. Not knowing that, it wasn't their business, but not knowing that I was, the haberdashery by day, and I was taking care of my father and other people by night. So these are the ways that they will try to keep you in a low vibrational state, as long as you do not compare to them, as long as you're not in competition with them, then, and they can look down their nose at you, or they can make these snide remarks at you. They're happy to have you in that compromising position. They're happy that, you're not able to stand up and be in competition with them. They're happy that they don't have to look at you in a light that you're better than them. They want to feel like they're better than you. And this has been going on with me most of my life, with family and friends. And when I talk to a lot of my clients, this has also been going on in their lives. And like, I have to tell them that when you see these people, you're not supposed to tell them the truth about what your next move is. They are familiar spirits. They are attacking you in a way that they want to steal your destiny. They want to steal your gifts. They want to harm you. They never want you to be better than them. They never want you to move forward in life. You have to have a constant connection to God in order to remove yourself from these narcissistic people, the family members, husbands, wives, uncles, aunts, mothers, fathers, and even sometimes your children. So when we practice cleansing these negative energies from us, to cut these cords with these people. And this is why, the holy books has given us the holistic medicine, the holistic practices to use the elements in order to cut these negative energies out of your life, to cut the cords with these people who want to stay in a filthy, state of mind, to do filthy things in their life, to be hustlers, people that they want to stand on a block and do nothing. People who want to set up on their own people, toxic people in your life. You can cut those cords. Those are familiar spirits that have been in your life, that they think that they know you. They think that they know who you are. And you're never supposed to let them know who you are. You're never supposed to tell them who God has put what God has put in your life, what God has put in your heart and in your mind. Because if they know that you're working with a clean heart and you're absolutely better than them, that's going to make them, freak out. That's going to make them, start attacking you. That's going to make them start coming out their neck and their mouth in a foul way and demeanor in order to bring you into a low vibrational state. And in many cases, I've had even some of the friends who were upset because we were not in agreement. We're not on the same level, and they attacked me. And we got the wham bam shabuda. That's what we do. When the narcissists attack because they want to bring you in a low vibrational state, then you have to defend yourself from those people. But ultimately, this is the way that we stay out of their way. We stay out of their earshot. We stay out of their eyeshot. We are successful somewhere else. We do not tell them what we're doing. We stay away and move away from those people so that they won't have that chance to set up on us and attack us in any way. So these people, they want to keep you, around them. They want to know what you're doing. And it's because they're familiar spirits. They're trying to set up on you, to sabotage your life, because they don't want you to compete with them. And in the end of the day, this is what we do in order to cleanse that negative energy. The first thing that I did in order to cleanse the negative friends and family members out of my life is to fast. I fast for 30 days during Ramadan. And the first time that I fast was the first time that I saw all the people in my family, how much they disliked me. All the friends that, how much they were trying to use me, how much they were trying to get me to come around in order to, siphon my energy financially and think that I was, foolish. And if I was going to give it to them. I seen friends and family members who would rob me. I seen friends and family members who would, wait till my back was turned and then do something, with my personal property, as if it was theirs. Take it, give it away to other people. I seen people trying to siphon my gifts. So when you're in those kinds of environments where your people have become enemies, God is going to sever those ties. You're going to sever those ties by fasting. You're going to have that connection to God by fasting and praying and moving away from those energies. Not letting them know, how much money you have, not letting them come around anymore, not partying with them anymore, not going, we cutting off all holidays. I'm not cooking anymore. I'm not doing anything, because you now understand that these familiar spirits, they were, just competing with you. They were hoping that they could siphon your energy and you would never rise. They were hoping to keep you in a low vibrational state, that you would never see them, for, the toxic, demonic people that they are, that they have been inserted into your life. These ways that we cleanse these negative people out of our life, using the elements, using, the water, the fire, the earth, the air. We're using the elements in order to cleanse these negative energies. In order to identify these people, in order to purify the ground that the chosen ones walk on, so that, we can levitate over their evil, whatever they're sending out of their hearts and their minds, to attack our health, to attack our finances, to attack our relationships, to attack our businesses. I've had a lot of people that did not want to see me rise in my own family and in, with friends. In my business partners. So, I've cut cords, and I'm good for cutting cords. As soon as I see your behavior, as soon as I see that you're toxic in my life, as soon as I see that we cannot rise together, then I'm using the holistic elements, the holistic medicine, the holistic herbs to cut those cords and purify myself from, any attachments, in any way that you try to, get me to see otherwise, when, I pray to God every day and I see a right. So these are our ways that we use the holistic medicine, that this is a spiritual channel in order to purify any negative energy that has been sent to us, that has been sent to me. And I use these practices on a regular basis in order to sharpen my skills to see those familiar spirits who are now in turmoil because they were not able to siphon my energy. They were not able to sacrifice me, my gifts, my finances, my health to the entity that they have promised me to. And they have to reap the benefits of what they have tried to do. And this is happening, and this will continue to happen to those narcissists, not only in your home, but also in high places that have tried to attack you and stay in the shadows, that didn't want you to know that they were, the evil culprit, that were behind the losses that you kept taking, that were behind the losses and the sabotage that they kept taking back to other people in the family, on your job, friends and family teaming up together in order to attack the chosen ones. This negative energy can be cleansed. I have cleansed it in many of my clients' life. I have cleansed this negative energy in my life in order to stop these attacks, in order to return to sender, in order to cut the cords and move away from these negative people. And in many cases, God facilitated me the ability to cut these cords and move away from these people using the holistic rituals given to us in the holy books. So I implore you, when you see these cycles and these patterns in your life, don't just ignore them. These cycles and patterns are the people that's in your life that's sending you the evil eye, that's hiding in the shadows, pretending to love you and to care about you, pretending to help you when they're actually siphoning your gifts, when they actually are sending the black matter to your finances, to your health, to your life, to your feet, in order to stagnate you, in order to keep you from moving forward in life. And this is how we are cleansing these negative entities, with our full moon cleanse. We can cleanse it, with the shams, on this full moon on tomorrow. So I want us to continue to cleanse these negative people, to see them for who they are, to tell them the truth. We're just not compatible anymore. I'm moving forward. You're stagnating. You're dead weight to me. And sometimes you will just have to move away from these people without saying anything at all. And you can use the holistic herbs and medicine in order to cut those cords away from these people who are familiar spirits in your life that's trying to stagnate you. So please, book your one-on-one sessions with me. Reach out to me and let me acclimate a gift to your situation if you're having these people who are gang stalking you and familiar spirits in your life, who have been attacking you all of your life. Please make sure that you book a consultation. That's the quickest way to get in touch with me. Book your life coaching sessions. Donate to my channel. Book your live video chat. I can't get it out. There I go again. Book your live video chat sessions. I'm High Oracle, Reiki Spiritual Healer. Assalamu alaikum.